Welcome to Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. And for those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. And if you do enjoy my content, go ahead and subscribe. And please hit the notification bell, selecting all so that you will get alerts of all my newly released uploads. Now today, it tickles me with joy to bring to you this update of what is going on in my indoor growing, because I did have an issue recently and I've been able to remedy it naturally with success. You don't have to do it my way, but I'm just showing you what I'm doing. So come on, let's go see what's been going on here in my indoor growing area and how I'm handling the issues that I'm being faced with. So recently I've had an issue with white flies or some type of infestation, and I uploaded a video on that. You can go ahead and check it out and see what it looked like back then, but this is it now. And I have 5 different varieties of passion flower. And as you can see, I have new growth here. This is one, this is another one. I do have new growth at the top. And I suspect that the browning is from the burning of the spray that I mixed. I probably did it a little bit too strong for some of the more delicate plants that I have in here. This is another one right here. We do have new growth on it, as you can see. So everything is doing pretty well in here. This one here is also giving me new growth. This is another variety. My bay leaf is looking really good. My peppers. And everything seems to be coming along. My mango from seed looks really good. My lemongrass still green. Bananas are putting out new leaves. Potatoes are growing. Pigeon peas is still nice and green. For the most part, I have 2 here in 5-gallon buckets. So things are looking up so far, which is good, and we're getting closer and closer to spring. My peppers are sending out. I can't tell you how many times I've cut off the leaves on these, but they're still looking pretty good. These are some of the ones that I've overwintered in a different area. You know, just trying different things. The pepper is still nice and fresh on the plant. See, the stem is still nice and green. So I can actually grow indoors with success. And this is in soil. My Barbados cherry is looking pretty good. And my guava here is sending out new growth. Look at all this. Oh, the leaves are gonna drop off. So there's new growth popping out at all these nodes right here. So that's a good thing. Now let me just show you my pomegranate real quick, because as you can see, this is all dried down, and every year for the past 3 years it's been drying down. But if you notice here, it's already sending out new growth. So because the leaves are looking dried, I'm not worried about it, because that's what it do. Look at all that greenery at the bottom there. Everything is starting to regrow, so that's good. So now I'm just in here making room on this table, because I'm going to be up potting some brassicas that I already started indoors, and I'm going to be putting it in this area because there is more of a controlled temperature in here, more lighting, and also a little more heat. So this is my update for now, guys. Everything is looking better. We have a lot of drying here, but let's see if this... Yep, still nice and green. So this is gonna regrow. I'm gonna clip all these off and it's gonna regrow. And this here is maybe a basil. Yeah, I believe this is a basil. Yep, tag is right here. Oh yeah, this is my lemon basil I grew last year, May 19th. So everything's doing pretty well. Well, this looks pretty dried, but the bottom here is regrowing. There's new growth right here. And this I planted last year, 523 from seed, and it's a blue sage, a different variety to the broadleaf sage that I'm used to. So for the most part, everything is, I don't want to give it too much water, and it's pretty moist in there. Moist enough, I should say. So my pineapples are looking nice and green. My citrus from seed is looking nice and green. And everything is in here. My vanilla. And everything in here is pretty much thriving given the conditions that I'm able to provide for it. It's not where I want it to be, but this is my first time doing this in this capacity. My coffee is growing. There's new leaves coming out here. And so this is my my first time doing this to this capacity. I've never overwintered a ground cherry, but here it is. I put a video up last year on ground cherry, and someone in a warmer zone said that they overwinter them or they come back every year because I believe it was zone 10 somewhere. So successfully I was able to overwinter this, and it's going to stay in here until it's time to bring it outdoors where I can harden it off a bit and get it reacclimated to the weather and continue to grow it. So it's just my experiment. My stevia is doing pretty fine. I have new growth here on this one. I have a couple more of those stevias. There's also, I think this is a lemon. I didn't label this one. I don't know why. But everything's looking pretty good. And here I am doing some slip starts. I'm going to do some in water too. And these are potatoes that I grew last year. So I am starting to do my slips for this year. There's actually a blue turmeric in this pot, but I just sat it on top here. There's a turmeric. I just sat the potatoes on here so it can have some soil to grow in, and I moistened the soil. I have earthworms in there. If you notice the earthworm castings in there. So I just make sure I prepare my soil and I bring it in every fall to make sure I'm able to do what I need to get done when the earth is actually frozen outdoors. So this is what it looks like in here. I'm happy about that. I have my stinging nettle here looking pretty good. I grew this from seed last year also. Soursop is doing pretty well. I have 2 of those from seed. So this is what I'm really trying to do. Grow everything that I possibly can from seed and try to provide the adequate conditions for it to grow indoors. So this is just my experiment, and so far I feel like I'm doing a really good job with this. Everything's looking great. I have a bigger vanilla. Let me just show you. I have another vanilla over here. This one's growing bigger, but this is another vanilla here looking pretty good. I have more coffee and some things. We have insects eating the leaves up, but that's just minor. My longevity spinach, I pruned it back pretty good last fall, and it's doing pretty good. It sent out new growth here. Look at all that. And this is a prolific grower. I harvested so much of this last year, so everything's doing pretty good. Even this tomato I have here in this 5-gallon bucket, I pruned it back pretty good, and there's now some new growth on it. I have oregano growing here. I believe there's 2 different types growing here, but we'll see what happens when it's springtime and I bring these outdoors. I have another dragon fruit in here. So I'm just pretty much being proactive in growing the way I want to try doing things. I have a heat lamp up here, as you can see, and I have grow lights up at the top here in this area. So this is all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or any questions, please leave it in the comment section below. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time right here on Fifi's Urban Homestead and Lifestyle.